Welcome back to the Let's Play of Aveyond, Lord of Twilight, everybody. I'm Leoshi, and we are picking up right where we left off last time at the end of the tutorial. Here we have another little, I suppose you can call it the beginning of the chapter. It all began when I was a street urchin dwelling in the alleys of Harburg, a forest city in the eastern province. I was a thief back then, an escapee from an orphanage, the place I lived after my parents died. Of course, this isn't her voice, because I'm not like a 13-year-old girl thief. Anymore. I remember the night that I encountered true evil for the first time in my life. If only I hadn't agreed to steal the orb. ... Uh-oh, ellipses. That means that there's more that she's not telling us. It must be an adventure. And here we meet the person who hands out jobs to all the street urchins in Harburg. Bowden, who is, for all we know, the only friend you have. My reputation as a thief is not a good thing. Just saying, you know, if you have a reputation when you're a thief, then you're not doing your job well. Oh, look at that. He's an information broker and he only gets 10%. What's the catch? Scrap of paper with an address on it. So you couldn't have just shown me the address on its own? You have to put it on a scrap of paper? Can't you just tell me? Like that? You couldn't have just told me that? What's the point of the paper? You guys are wasting so much paper. I know you're in a forest province, but come on. Careful is my middle name. Really? I hear that so often, and it's never the case. Great, I didn't even have to do anything. It's all done automatically. How nice. And welcome to Harburg. Clockwork Mansion is in the northern district of the city. You should go there before another thief takes the job. Oh, hey, they got the job from this building. So unless... What's his name? Bowden. What's his name, Bowden? Bowden gave the job to another person before me, then I have no worry about someone else taking the job. Isn't that right, logic? Most houses have mailboxes beside them. You can read the name on a mailbox to see who lives in the house. Oh, good. So this will say Bowden's house? Somewhere in Harburg there's a mailbox with the name Clockwork Mansion written on it. This is the house where a client is waiting for you. Oh, wait a minute, that's not the name of the person living in the house, it's the name of the house. Can't you get it right, logic? Come on. Read the name on a mailbox, walk up to it and press the spacebar. What if I want to click on it? Bowden. Okay, so his name is Bowden. Which means that this house is named Bowden, according to game logic. These arrows on the ground are really nifty. Stuff like this makes small-time quests very easy, and I really like what they did with it. Trouble is, they're not exactly layered properly. Here, let me show you. See how it's going over, and yet now it's under. That's a very small problem that comes with events. To be fair, it's difficult to get around. And notice how this is a city with electricity and street lamps, but none of them are lit. It's got to be like 2 a.m. And yet torches outside the houses are perfectly fine. Oh yeah, this is Clockwork Mansion because I forgot to read the mailbox. I only know it because I played it a few days ago. Don't hate me for it. Movement. He must be the person I want. You are the thief we requested? Well, I certainly hope so. According to everyone else, you would have given this job to someone else instead of the one person you were requesting for. Specifically. So I hope it's me. For all I know, I could be someone else. I could be Catherine the Kleptomaniac. That would be an awesome name for a main character, though. Catherine the Kleptomaniac. Catherine the Klepto. Adventures of Aveyond. Adventures of Catherine the Klepto. Hi everyone, my name is Captain, and I sound like this because I had my throat punched earlier. Yeah, I'd value my life too, as a thief urchin. You know, when you have nothing to live for, living job by job. The love of greed is the root of all evil, Mel. The love of money, excuse me. I've made a profitable choice. See, notice this thing where it says, return before dawn. It puts emphasis on doing the job in a timely manner. But the keeping of time is really not necessary in RPG Maker games unless you make it so. From what I played a couple days ago, it wasn't so. Darkthrop Keep is to the east of the city in the forest. You'd best go there and get the client's heirloom before dawn. See, there it is again. Before dawn. It's putting emphasis on the timing of the job. It's pretty cool, though. You're able to just scan the area you're in to see if there's anything interesting just with the mouse. The final days of Mordred Darkthrop. What kind of a name is Darkthrop? Seriously? Mordred Darkthrop, a biography. Darkthrop, evil made flesh. Evil made flesh? Ugh. Advanced clock repair. So you have all these biographies about the greatest evil in the history of this world, and then a manual about advanced clock repair. Because, you know, those two are always going to be picked up in the same library run. Absolutely. So here we are walking along the dark streets of Harburg in the middle of the night. The only light guarding my way are these magical arrows that only I can see. So who can tell? This isn't safe at all. Look at all these vines next to this fire on the wall sconce, and these barrels. Maybe they're just counting on the town catching fire overnight that they don't even bother lighting the lamps. Harburg, west. Darkthrop Keep, north. Wrong. Harburg is to the west, but Darkthrop Keep is to the east. Can't y'all even get your directions right, logic? Come on. Here we have a small wooded area that has nothing in it. I didn't go this far south last time. I wonder what's down here. Just walking through the woods. Hey, look, it's a graveyard. Don't y'all like the graveyards? Every game needs a graveyard dedicated to its own town. Because otherwise, how can you tell that your game is real? In the meantime, my game only has a small grave area with just 2 gravestones on it. Look at this. This little tower has its own mailbox as if people are still living here getting postage messages. Fantastic. It's locked. Well, then they can't be very secure if they all have secret areas to enter and exit. Like this. Did you just push it out of the way? Dinner, here I come. Yeah, eat the rats. Or the cheese inside the rats. You take the cheese from the inside of the rats and you eat it rather than the rat meat. Which is interesting because in her profile it says how she can catch and roast a rat in 10 minutes. So she's no stranger to eating the meat off rats. But the only thing you can eat is a cheese that the rats have eaten. You're getting secondhand creamed here. Seriously, check this out. Fun fact, Mel can catch and roast a rat in only 10 minutes. Which is apparently a talent worthy enough to make a fun fact. And excuse me, she's 17, not 13, what I said before. But still quite immature for a thief. So it doesn't matter whenever you find cheese on the rats. Whenever you don't even eat the meat off the rats. But apparently it's what she can do. I don't know what I clicked there. I clicked W. And here I am fighting moths! Now, they're not even big moths. They're very tiny moths. It's like I'm so afraid they're gonna burrow into my clothes that I kill them when I see them. And for some reason, they stand up to a dagger slash across the face. Well, not that one, because I'm awesome like that. And these random malls have money on their corpses. See, now that sort of makes sense. A cheese kept in a box in a locked cellar. The whole concept of having a cellar here where moths and rats thrive. Not terribly foreign of an idea, but for evil as legendary as Darkthrop, you think they could afford some better monsters for their home. Just think about it. If this is the best they could afford for their secret entrance, that apparently all these old places have. Yeah, I leveled up! Alright, I'm strong, I'm good, and I got a huge HP boost. That all these places seem to have, you think they'd do a better job of stocking their monsters beneath it to be better prepared against 17-year-old thief girls coming in to steal their magical orbs of awesomeness. I'm sorry, not awesomeness. Magical orbs of plot advancement. Oh, puzzle. Another puzzle? You didn't experience one puzzle at all. You had one switch that took down spikes and that was it. Like this one, you had this. These stars in the caverns act as emergency exits where you can get out at any time. And I love these little Golden Sun-esque puzzles. Mordred Darkthrop, you've been beaten again. Where'd you hide that heirloom, dead man? Old man, dead man? What's the difference? He's old and he's dead. He's so dead that calling him old while he's dead is even worse. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I tend to sing whenever I play these games just because I've been hearing this music for years. So here we are against more moths and rats in the cellars of Darkthrop Keep. Still trying to figure out where the orb is. The orb of plot resolution. I'm probably boring you guys, and I'm sorry. I'm not very interesting at all. This will probably get better on once we get further into the content of the game. But right now, whenever all we have to worry about is rats and moths in the cellar of a tower. That's all we're gonna do. I'm tearing into the bodies of these rats where I'm not finding anything but the body of a rat. Imagine that. You know, I wonder if my whole thief expedition doesn't work out, I could hire myself out as an exterminator. I seem to be exceptional at that. I got myself some shoes! With a +2 to physical defense, that is worth it. Oh, good. With a +5 to weapon power. So now I'm able to really work on my extermination skills. I'm gonna need it if I'm gonna get out of the thief business one day. Especially if I'm being sent to a basement filled with pests. Being with a reputation getting around as quick as Mel should be able to afford better jobs than ones sending her to basements filled with moths and rats. Let's just store our food into these areas. Oh. I didn't mean to use both breads for that. Alas, I did, and now I'm here. See, now they're teaming up. The rats and the moths know that they're being exterminated one by one, so they're teaming up to have a better chance against me. Too bad that I got the leather boots so that I may better step on them. They're still trying to bite me. I'm pretty sure if a rat bit my leg, I would scream out much louder. Ah! I skipped my rabies shot this year. Not true. Oh, look, and now the flames are blue instead of red. Well, good, I got a replacement for the bread that I ate earlier, which was delicious, by the way. That's not an heirloom, that's a relic. Look out, look out. That looks like the plot. Belle puts her hands on the orb. Oh no. There's an ominous yellow glow surrounding the orb. Who knows what evil you have begun? What will await our heroine Mel? Tune in next time for the exciting continuation of the act.